My kid's father started a relationship with my niece. What do I do? I, 26F, have two beautiful babies with my ex, 26M. We were high school sweethearts and grew up across the street from each other, so we've been familiar with each other's families for our whole lives basically. I left my ex for good in 2022 due to repetitive infidelity and shortly after he began a relationship with my childhood best friend. And though it was uncomfortable and his methods of telling me were wrong and made the situation worse, I got over it very quickly and realized that while it felt weird to me that my old friend was now playing a pretty substantial role in my children's lives. She loves them with her whole heart and treats them like they're her blood. That's about the best I could hope for in such a situation. We've been co-parenting peacefully for years now, and the kids truly thrive like this. As someone who grew up in a tumultuous home where my divorced parents hated each other but wouldn't ever really call it quits, I thought I'd truly found the perfect scenario in which my children get everything they need from the adults in their life, and it didn't put stress on any of us aside from normal day-to-day stress. Here's where the issues start popping up. For context, I have an older sister, 36F, who has three daughters, 17F, 12F, 8F, that my ex and I played a large role in raising. When we were first starting out and money was tight, we lived with her and her daughters while we worked out a plan to get on our feet. While staying with my sister, my ex and I took turns watching the kids, cooking for them, cleaning, getting them on the bus, helping with homework, the full thing. These kids were basically our full responsibility for a couple of years while we lived with her. We were so involved that my ex maintained contact with my sister after the breakup. Well, the other day I woke up to screenshots and messages from a number I didn't recognize. We all communicate almost exclusively on FB Messenger, and it's from my ex's current girlfriend. The screenshots are of my ex talking to my niece, and they are explicit. From what I saw, he's been sending her photos and talking sexually with her for months. He's been having a secret affair with my 17-year-old niece for months. Since before she turned 17. He's brought my children to my sister's place, a motel room because she got evicted from her last home over 6 months ago, and my children have witnessed him kissing and touching on their cousin. My vision went red when my son told me what his dad had been doing in front of them for months. I took every ounce of proof I had to the police, and while it's legal in my state for them to be in a relationship, it's not legal for him to send sexually explicit pictures to a minor. They're looking into his messages, and if he didn't delete everything, they'll find enough to put this disgusting man away for a long, long time. There's just a few snags in the plan here. My children are 4 and 6. They know their dad, and they love him very much. They've spent every other week with him for the past 2.5 to 3 years. I know he is not a safe adult for my children to be with, and he will no longer be allowed any contact with them without a court order. No arrests have been made yet in this case, but CPS and the local law enforcement are all involved. What do I tell my boys? I don't want to lie to them. That's not the relationship I have with my babies. With these types of charges on my ex, it's likely he will never be allowed around children again. Today is the day they normally would go to their dads, and they know something is up. What do I say to protect their little hearts while being honest about the severity of our situation? If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. There are many great stories for you on my channel. Thank you for watching.